Hi everyone, this is Leisha with Cooking Without Measure. Today I am making some potato soup. Now I already cut up everything. I cut up everything ahead of time because I got my oil on in the pot to saute the onions, carrots, and celery. And I already cut up my potatoes. And I'm going to be using vegetable broth. I got Parmesan cheese. I got the rest of some Colby Jack cheese. I'm just going to use the rest of this. And I got some sharp cheddar cheese for the soup. And I got some sour cream. Just some Kroger brand sour cream. I just thought I'll make something that would be kind of hearty and warm because it's still kind of cold outside. So I'm getting ready. I gotta turn y'all with me. Listen, me and this thing, we gonna work it out. Cause see, I'm going over here to the stove. So I got a picture of the stove. The oil is already cooking. So I'm just gonna move y'all on up over here with me. Yeah, the oil's ready because I can smell it. So I'm just gonna add some of this. And I'm going to add the potatoes in here too and just kind of saute it for a minute. Let the potatoes saute for a minute. What's going to take place once I put the broth in, it's still going to take some time for the potatoes to get soft. Because I'm going to let them get to like, you know how potatoes get when they get to, they're ready to eat. When you stick them with a fork, they're nice and soft. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this up. It smells really good. It smells really good. Can you see? I know my camera is like, I got the worst camera skills in the world, okay? But one day, I told you I'm going to have a camera person and we're going to do all this stuff. We'll be able to do it. See, I'm so blurry. I look really, really blurry, and I'm trying to do something different. So, I don't know. We'll work it out. It'll work itself out. That's what I believe. It'll work itself out. All things work together for the good, all right? So, I'm just sauteing these a little bit. I'm going to add my seasoning. I told you I already started selling my seasoning. This is that house blend. See how blurry that is? I can't even get a clear picture. What in the world? It's about time. My phone probably acting up because it's probably time for me to get a new one. But guess what? I'm not buying a new phone right now. But this is my house blend. This is what I'm going to add to the potatoes and carrots and onions and celery. I'm not going to add a whole lot because I don't want it to take away from the flavor of the cheese. Because you know what, you all know I love cheese. So, like I said, I found several different recipes. And once again, I look at the recipes, see what they do, what ingredients they have, see if I have the ingredients here. And then I already had in mind that I was going to make this soup. But I was just seeing how other people put their soup together. So this is my way of putting it together. I'm adding, I had made this before. But what I didn't do before, I didn't add cheese because I was on a fast. And the fast didn't allow us to have dairy products. So I just kind of made it with the vegetable broth. And it tasted okay. And I added some other vegetables to it. But now that I can put some cheese in here, this is going to be like that cheesy potato soup. And then you can add other stuff to it. It's going to be simply awesome. And what's going to happen, it's going to take maybe about a good 15 minutes. I'm getting ready to add the vegetable broth. It's going to take about a good 15 minutes or so for the potatoes to get to a point where they are, when you stick them with a fork, they're soft enough. So let me grab the vegetable broth, and then I'm going to bring it back to a boil. So that, the potatoes will have a good chance to cook. One moment. And like I said, I just got some Kroger. Look at that. So crazy video. Kroger video vegetable broth. I'm telling you, this thing is really, 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 really blurry. Really blurry. It looks blurry to me. Hope it's not my eyes going bad. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm adding the rest of this in here because I want the potatoes to have to be covered. So I just added the whole thing, the rest of it, because I had already used it for something else. I'm just going to give it a quick stir, and I'm going to let it cook. Now, I'm going to add the cheese and stuff. Once the potatoes get to a point where when I stick them with a fork, they are ready, you know, they'll be easily pierced. I'm going to go ahead and add the cheese and sour cream. The one thing I might add the whipping cream, I have it out just in case I want to make it a little richer, a little smoother, so it won't be as thick. And it would just give it a little more creamier texture. So I may be doing that. And once again, I said, I do apologize for this video because I'm telling you, it's really looks really blurry. But once again, I'm learning how to do this. And like I said, one day when I have my own show, I will have a camera person that will be assisting me in being able to do everything. Like while I'm moving around the kitchen, they can follow me and just capture everything. See, you don't see everything because I can't show you everything because I don't know how to work this camera like that. But anyway, I'm doing the best I can, but I am enjoying this. This is what I do. Cooking is so relaxing to me, and I just like being able to cook different recipes. And I told you all that at the beginning of the year, I started eating vegetarian. So all my dishes basically are going to be vegetarian. I don't know from one day to the next what I'm gonna fix, but I find it very exciting to be able to pull things together. And also, if you follow me on Facebook, I have started putting out their smoothies. So I've been having fun making these smoothies. You know, that is just like so much fun because I can sit up there and add different ingredients and put them together, just see how they taste, especially spinach, because I love spinach. Spinach is like my favorite green besides collard greens. Spinach, I love fresh spinach. I love spinach salads. I love putting the spinach in my smoothie. So I did a smoothie with spinach and avocado and strawberries and blueberries, and I used almond milk with that one. I've used pineapple juice and the blueberries and strawberries. So I'm just putting together, and I put them out there as I don't make a video of me making a smoothie because it is so loud. Like I said, if I had a camera person, it'd probably be a lot easier because they can capture it and know how to move in and out, so you won't hear all that noise because it makes a lot of noise, the blender, to me. But so I'm on this smoothie kick. So I've been putting all these smoothies together. Today I had one. I used coconut water. I used banana, strawberries, blueberries, spinach. I put cinnamon, nutmeg, and fresh ginger in it. It was awesome. So I'm just having fun with it. Once again, I say you can look up different recipes and you can follow the recipes. That's something that you feel that you have to do. But recipes to me are guidelines. So it just gives you a guideline of how to prepare something. But you prepare it with the things that you like. What do you like? What is your taste? What are your favorite seasonings? You know, because sometimes these recipes have seasoning that I don't really particularly care for. So I'm not going to put something in my food that I know that I don't care for just to say I made this recipe. It's not going to happen. I'm going to make the recipe my own. I'm going to change it to fit my taste, my style, and just go from there. So use recipes as a guideline. That's what I say. Always you can look at several different recipes. And if you don't even want to look at a recipe, come up with your own way of doing it. I mean, to me, cooking is like, it's experimental. You try different things, you do different things, you see what works and you see what doesn't work. I mean, I don't think we can really make too bad of a dish. I mean, it has to be something really bad. Really bad. I can't think, unless you just like burn it up like I did last week. I was making some fried corn and I burnt up my corn, and I was really upset because I had cut this corn off the cob. I milked you know how you do all that? My grandmother showed me how to do that, so I was so excited about eating this fried corn, but I got distracted. And that's one thing about cooking. Don't get distracted. I try to stay focused on what I'm doing. So when I got distracted, I was looking for something in the freezer and I couldn't find it. And so when I started smelling something. I was like, are you kidding me? And I came back, my corn, like the bottom part was so black, and I kind of tried to flip. It wasn't happening. It was very bad. It was very bad. Look, this might even be cooking a lot faster because what I did, I cut the potatoes up a little smaller than what maybe some of the recipes call for, because I wanted to cook faster. So I'm gonna get a fork. So it seems to be cooking pretty fast. I'm letting it come to a boil. I added carrots to mine because I love the combination of carrots, celery, and onion. That's like my favorite one. I put it in my dressing. I chop it up real fine. I put it in my lentil soup. I chop it up real fine. Sometimes I use my chopper to do it. Most of the time I chop by hand. I like chopping things with my hands. So that is just like my trilogy. It goes into just about all my soups that I'm making. Something about the carrots. I like seeing the carrots. Even when I'm stir frying, I like seeing carrots and onions. I don't know. That's just like my favorite. Celery is okay. I don't have to have celery, but I think celery has a purpose in some things. But a lot of things I don't put celery in unless it's dressing. In this particular recipe, I'm putting celery in here. But I'm not a big fan of cooked celery. I like fresh celery. I like to chop it up and put it in like salads, like the chickpea tuna I made. I put celery in that. I love celery in that type of salad. So egg salad, I'll put celery in mine sometime depending on what my taste is. But anyway, this is coming to a boil. As I'm just running my mouth, it's coming to a boil. So I'm gonna get a fork, see how these potatoes are doing, and then I'll be adding some cheese and I might add a little bit of the whipping cream, not a lot, just a little bit. But I'm letting it come to a boil real quick, and I'll be right back. Let me grab a fork. It smells really good. I'm cooking with my favorite spoon. I don't know if you can really see that, but it smells really good. Let me bring you in a little bit closer. You can probably hear it boiling. So that's the way it looks right now. We'll see how these potatoes are doing. It won't be long. It said, some of the recipes said about 14-15 minutes. I don't think it's going to take that long for the potatoes to cook. Because potatoes don't cook, take that long. Especially by them being being small. It shouldn't take that long to cook. But hey, listen, share some of your recipes with me. I'm willing to try different vegetarian recipes. So just send me your recipes and put them out there. You can go to Cooking Without Measure on my YouTube channel. I have a page that was on Facebook, my catering page, but I post stuff out there, but I don't go out there a lot, but I do post different videos and stuff that I'm doing. So but Leisha R. Butts is my Facebook page. So if you have some recipes you want me to try, like I'll do little clips and put out there different things I make, like pop up and decide I'm gonna make and just do a little clip. It's not me talking or anything. It's just a video of the what I'm making. I'll show the ingredients and then show you what it looks like. I put the smoothies out there. I don't do the smoothies like a video, but I do show what's in the blender, and then I'll show you what this actual smoothie looks like after I do it. So go out there. But if there's any any recipes you want me to try, anything like that, let me know. I am open to try different vegetarian recipes, use different things. I'm not against using different things, but one thing I do believe that eating healthy does not have to break the budget. There's so many ways, and I'm learning so many different ways to cut down on the grocery bill. And one of the things is to really know which vegetables and fruits are for that particular season. Like for the winter season, know which vegetables are the best vegetables to buy. And you'll find that those are a lot cheaper than if you was buying some vegetable that's normally not in season. So just, just learning different things and learning how to cook different things, different vegetables. I will be doing a stir fry video. And someone gave me a stir fry, which I'm really excited about trying. It's teriyaki. I like teriyaki, but I'm not I'm more like I like the hearty flavors, like the Szechuan flavors and stuff like that, a little bit spicy. Teriyaki to me is not spicy, it's more sweet. But I'm going to try it, but also I'm going to add some more vegetables to it because sometimes you get those stir fries, they just don't have all the vegetables that you like. Like they give you, like if you like broccoli, for some reason they only give you like a couple pieces of broccoli. So I got some more broccoli I'm gonna add to it, some more snow peas I'm gonna add to it. Of course I'm gonna add some more carrots to it, because I just love carrots, stir fried carrots. So it's gonna be different things that I'll be adding to it. So that'll be a video that I'll be doing soon. I'll be putting it out there. These are almost done. I'm gonna turn them down a little bit, just so they'll continue to cook. It smells really, really good. It has a good aroma. The vegetable, I like vegetable broth. I like chicken broth too, but I like vegetable broth to do a lot of my cooking in. But I like chicken broth too. So, but I've used this today, vegetable broth. So, that's what I had. That's why I used it anyway. One thing I truly believe is always cook from your inventory. Whatever you have in your inventory, use what you have. I really believe that. I really, really believe that. You don't have to break the bank. You don't have to sit up here every time you want to make something, run out and just have to buy a whole bunch of different ingredients and stuff. Use what you have here. I mean, cooking is creative. Cooking is fun. It's creative. It's your style. It's you. It's an expression of you. Your cooking has your personality in it. That's what I believe. Because when you cook, every dish has your personality. Because it's the way you do it. It's like a rhythm that you have when you're cooking. When I get into it, like when I was catering and I'm cooking like all this food, I find myself getting into a rhythm where I'm, you know, if I'm chopping something, it's like a rhythm and you just flowing with it and things just start flowing and you moving and next thing you know, everything is done. It's effortlessly. That's if you like to cook. Don't get me wrong. See, I love to cook. Everybody may not have that passion to cook, but make it fun. Don't make it cumbersome. Don't make it like, oh, I got to do all this. I got to have all this. Use what you have. Start with what you have. I mean, if it's something like a major ingredient, if you're trying to make potato soup, yeah, you need potatoes. But what I'm saying is, use what you have. Whatever you need to make that the potato soup, you can make your own vegetable stock. You can use some celery and some onion, some green pepper if you have green pepper. And make your own vegetable stock. Just cook it down. Just cook it down and make your own stock. I mean, there's so many different things where you can do it that you don't have to run out and just buy everything. Just because you think you don't have it. There's so many ways to do so many different things. And that's what I love about cooking. That's why I'm sharing these things with you. If it's anything, like I said, if it's any questions you may have, if it's anything that you, questions about cooking or using what you can substitute some things for, I mean, you can ask. If I have an answer, I'll let you know. I'll let you know how I do it, because, you know, everybody cook a little different. So, but I can let you know how I do things and how I prepare things. But one of the main things, and I thank goodness for my friend, she was the one that told me, always work from your inventory. You look at what you have. I mean, if you got a can of cream of mushroom soup and some pasta and some other vegetables, you can make a nice pasta bake. I mean, it's so much you can do with what you have, you know. And that's one of the things I be trying to tell my kids, and my kids are out on their own. I was like, what do you have? Use what you have. And my daughter said, well, I got this, I got this. I said, girl, bye. You got a whole meal. Let's put this together and make you a meal. And then she'd be like, oh, I never thought about it like that, because she looked at it like individually. She doesn't see the meal. See, I see a meal. When I have ingredients, I start seeing a meal come together. She just looking, she got this stuff. She doesn't look at it as putting a meal together. See, that's the difference. Sometimes we look at it and we got all this stuff, but we don't see a meal. See, I see meals. I mean, like, okay, I see a meal in my mind, and so I already have in my mind what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. That's why it's so hard for me to tell people how much of anything to add to a dish or any ingredients, because I can't, I just do it. It's just the way I feel that day. That's how I do it, based on how I feel. I'm gonna check these potatoes. They're coming along really good. They're breaking up. Yay. I'm gonna give them a few more minutes. It smells really good. I think I am gonna add a little bit of the, matter of fact, I'm gonna add it right now. I'm gonna add some of that whipping cream. I'm gonna add that right now. And once the potatoes cook a little bit more, I'm going to add the cheese and some sour cream. And you know one thing about it, I didn't rinse the potatoes, because one of the things about potatoes, if you add anything, like I add potatoes to my lentil soup, potatoes will thicken up the things that you're cooking. If you put them in your recipes, they will thicken it up, because potatoes have starch, and the starch will start thickening up some things. So I didn't rinse the potatoes, I just kind of chopped them up. I didn't rinse them, because some people I know rinse the potatoes so that they can get the starch off of them. I didn't do that in here, so I think I might just let you know that. So if it didn't come out, if it doesn't start thickening up, because if you rinse all the starch off of it, then they won't thicken up like they should. I know a lot of people do that when they're making mashed potatoes. They rinse their potatoes a little, sitting and all the starch rise to the top, and then they rinse them off. But I didn't do that here. I just I had washed the potatoes. And some of the recipes call for, in the potato soup, for the potatoes to be peeled. I didn't feel like doing all that, so I just chopped them up. And believe me, it's some nutrients in the skin. So what I did, I just washed them off real good, and I just cut it up in smaller pieces. I don't believe in peeling. I don't even, even my baked potatoes, I eat the skin. I don't not eat the skin. I just make sure I clean it, wash it off really good. And that's what I did with these. I washed them off really good, and then I just chopped them up. I didn't rinse them or anything. So those are still cooking, and it's really a pretty color. The vegetable broth, and I put a little bit of that whipping cream in here. Let me get a spoon so I can show you, because this spatula, what it's going to do is going to make all the juice spill off of it. One moment. Let me get a big spoon. I'm back. Okay. Look, this is the way it looks. Whoa, told you, camera challenge. This is the way it looks right now. It looks really, really good. It has a good smell to it. The potatoes are just about done. I don't want them to be so soft that they're falling apart where you don't get a bite. I want to be able to bite into the chunks of potatoes, so I'm going to make sure I'm not making mashed potato soup. I'm making like boiled potato soup, if that makes sense. I'm making it where the potatoes they're chewable, they're not raw, but I don't want to cook them so that they become mashed potatoes either. I want it to be kind of chunky. I want a chunky soup, and see how that comes out. So those are just about ready. I'm getting ready to get the sour cream and the cheese, and we're going to do this thing. I'm going to cut it off when I add the cheese, just because I don't need it to continue to cook. Because the cheese is going to melt down into the pot. I'll be right back with you. The cheese is going to melt down into the soup, in the broth. The cheese is going to melt. So, the potatoes are nice. They're ready. They are good. So I went ahead and cut that off. Let me rest the spoon off, because I'm going to use it to put the sour cream in. All right, y'all. This is my potato soup recipe. I'm going to get a little bowl so I can let you see what it looked like once I get everything in there. I'm just going to do a nice tablespoonful of sour cream. I'm not going to, I tell you, you have to taste it for yourself, and it depends also how much you make, how much sour cream you want to put in there. So what I'm going to do before I add this cheese, I'm going to add this Colby Jack cheese, because just like I said, this is some leftover cheese. So once again, cooking from my inventory. I do not know how much cheese to put in here, but I'm gonna put as much in here as I feel. Makes it look good. I hope I'm not gonna be challenged in trying to open this Parmesan cheese. Sometimes you do stuff just to make you look like you don't know what you're doing. Like trying to open up this cheese. Really? I tore it right where it said, but you know what? I'll fix that. I'll get some scissors. I'm not going to go full with that. I'll get some scissors in a minute to do that one. Maybe I'll have more success with the sharp cheddar cheese. Yep. But I'm going to still put some Parmesan cheese in here. Let me get my scissors. I'll be right back. Of course, my scissors are not, oh, here they are. I got purple scissors. Purple is my favorite color. Anyway, I can't believe I couldn't open that. Wow. That was crazy. If I still can't open it, maybe I won't be putting Parmesan cheese in there. Come on. Jeez. All right, I don't know how much to tell you. I just sprinkled some in there. So I added Colby Jack cheese. I added some cheddar cheese, and I added some Parmesan cheese. I don't know how much. I just put enough in here. I'm gonna stir it up and see how it's gonna look. You don't really have to cook it at this point because the cheese is melting real nicely. If I feel I need some more cheese, I'll add some more cheese to it. Oh, it smells like a baked potato. I'm sorry. Okay, let me do this a little bit better. It smells like a baked potato. It really does. This would probably been so good if I added some, you know, added some green. I might do that later because this is what I do. I'll make something, this will be the base. Like, okay, then later on I might add some kale to it. Or I might add some broccoli. Oh my gosh, can you imagine like a broccoli potato soup? Hey, that sounds amazing. I might add some broccoli. That might, you know what? That ain't gonna be no might to it. I think I'm gonna add some broccoli after this. I'm just gonna add a little bit of broccoli and let the broccoli cook down in here. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna taste it real quick. But y'all just know I'm about to add some broccoli to it. I like colors. I love colors. I want it to be a little bit thicker, so I might add some more cheese to it. But I'm just gonna add something in here so I can taste it. That's all I wanna do is taste it right now. Oh my gosh, that is so good. But I'm telling you all, I'm about to add some broccoli. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add some broccoli. So, when I show this, the final product, but this is what it looks like. I didn't get a whole bowl, but I'm just tasting it. And it tastes really good. It tastes like a baked potato with cheese and everything on it. That is delicious. But like I said, in my mind, I gotta add some broccoli. I'm gonna add some broccoli. I'm gonna put some more cheddar cheese in here. It really, at this point, it doesn't need it. But with me adding broccoli to it, it's gonna need some more cheese. So I'm gonna add this cheese. I'm not trying to use up all my cheese now. Not on my shredded cheese. Now, you know I don't just have shredded cheese. I got block cheese too. But this is my potato soup for today. And it's a nice hearty soup. I'm getting ready to throw some broccoli in here. I will show a picture of it after the broccoli is put in here. Let the broccoli cook down. I should have thought about that earlier, but it's never too late. It's never too late. So today was potato soup with some cheesy potato soup. So I added the cheese in here. I added some sour cream. I added some whipping cream to it. It's a nice flavor to it. The potatoes are cooked just right. Your preference, you can take the potatoes and you can peel them, or you can leave the cheese. Leave the cheese. Ooh wee. Or leave the skin on them. Your preference. I just so happened to leave the skin on there. I'm not afraid of the skin, so I left them like that. So I'm getting ready to add some broccoli. But this is my video, my Monday video, potato soup. If you have any questions, feel free to put some in the comments. If you have any recipes or any suggestions, put them in the comments. I thank you all. I thank you all for your encouragement. Also, like my seasoning, the house blend, I am selling those, and the seasoning salt. Right now, those are the two that I have available. If you're interested, put a note in the comment, and I will get with you about the what the cost is and how we can get the seasoning out to you. So thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye for now.